Hey everyone, welcome to Sanketik live classes. Uh, Today in this class, we are going to discuss about SQL and PL introduction. SQL and PL introduction. By the end of this class, you are able to learn about what is SQL or what is procedural and non-procedural language, okay, and what is database, okay. You are going to learn about all this, okay. So before starting into today's session, let's see what will be the our course content or our course syllabus, okay. Yeah, these are the topics which I am going to cover uh, in our SQL um, tutorial. Okay, first of all, today I will cover this one. First topic is introduction to SQL and PLSQL. Remaining topics I will cover in our upcoming sessions. Introduction to file management system, advantages of file management system, disadvantages. Okay, uh, I will cover all those topics in our upcoming classes. Without any further delay, let's start our today's session, that is SQL and PL SQL. First one, first one is SQL, right? SQL and PL SQL. Okay, first of all, we are going to discuss about SQL. SQL. What is SQL? SQL means stands for, as we know, structured query language. Structured query language. Here I am going to write that structured structured query language. Okay, so what is SQL? SQL is stands for Structured Query Language, and it is also called as an non-procedural language. It is also called as an non-procedural language. Okay, what is meant by non-procedural? Non-procedural means which doesn't have any procedure or programming. Okay, it doesn't consist any programming. It consists only queries. Okay, if it consists of program, then it will comes under in PLSQL, not in SQL. Okay, uh, so here first I'm writing the first point. It is also whatever I will we will discuss in this class. I will write the notes for that points. Okay, there is no need to write running notes in our class. Okay, and I will send these notes to you. Okay, non-procedural language. So, and SQL is completely a query based language. Query based language. What is query? Query means we will write the some comments like select, insert, update, delete. So depends upon the type of scenario, we will use those kind of queries. Okay. So in other languages, everything we write programs called write instructions, that those are called as an uh, programming or program. But in SQL, whatever we write the instructions, those instructions are called as an queries. Queries is nothing but an small executable commands. Okay, small executable commands. Mm. So here SQL is completely a completely query based language. Next, this language is will not support any programming features. This language will not support any programming feature because it's a query based language. Okay. Uh, so here each and every point I will we are going to discuss uh, in a brief way in our upcoming sessions. But first, today is it is the first introduction class only, right? So I'm not going in depth for any point. Okay, just I'm just introducing SQL to you. Okay, after that in upcoming sessions we will discuss in briefly about this language is not supported programming features. Programming features. Okay, and here you can observe some of the words are coming in blue colors. Okay, and those are highlighting. Okay, why they are highlighting means here we are writing notes in SQL format. Okay, whatever the comments uh, will present in SQL, those will be automatically highlighted. Those comments are those words are automatically highlighted. The words which are highlighted, those means we are going to use in our upcoming sessions by those words in our SQL programming. Okay, and those the words which are not highlighted, which are showing in normal text as a normal text, those are nothing but a normal running notes. Okay, uh, those are not a keywords of SQL language. Those are not a keywords of language SQL language. um, Next, I'm writing the example for the third line. So I'm going to give some examples. Okay, means uh, as we know, it is we can write the queries in SQL, right? So what kind of queries it will consist? Okay, what kind of queries it will consist? For example, we can write the queries by using select update. These are the keywords of SQL. Select to update, insert, delete, etc. Okay, these are the keywords which are not only these four words. I have mentioned only few things for just for example and just for understanding. Okay, we have so many keywords in SQL which we are going to cover in our upcoming sessions. Okay, so here etc, it is an etc. Okay, and now we have seen about uh, SQL. So we, as we said that it is also called as a non-procedural language, right? So here I'm going to discuss about what is non-procedural language. What is non-procedural language? Let's see what it will be. First, what is non-procedural means? If any computer language is not supported, uh, will not support control structures and iteration control structures, that type of language is called as a non-procedural language. If any computer language, if it's not supporting control structures and iteration control structures, that type of language is called as a non-procedural language. First I want to write this point here, and later we will discuss about what is the control structures and what is iteration control structures. Okay, if any computer language is not supported or supporting control structures and iteration control structures, that type of language is called as That type of language is called as non-procedural language. So, okay. Okay, if any computer language is not supporting control structures and iteration control structures, that type of language is called as a non-procedural language. Okay, so here, what is control structures? Control structures are nothing but these control switches are used to control the flow of execution. Okay, control the flow of execution based upon their conditions. So conditions may like if else conditions, okay, or if then condition, or if then else condition. Okay, if else I mean when we'll use if as you know what is the meaning of if and what is the meaning of else. Okay, if you want to use that type of conditions here, and but the language is not going to support that if else or any conditions like if then else if else. Okay, then that type of language is called as a control structures. Here I'm going to write that one, but later we will discuss about that in a detail way. Later means in our upcoming session. In the starting, if you want to understand control structures under iteration control structures, you may not understand and you may get confusion. Example, just keep in mind uh, like if condition, if else. Okay, if then else. Like that. Okay, next, now we can discuss about PL SQL. Till now we have discussed about only SQL. Now we can discuss about PL SQL. What is PL SQL? How it works? We will see. Programming procedural language. PLSQL means programming procedural language. So here in PLSQL, we can write the programs using SQL queries. We can write the queries by using SQL queries. But in non-procedural language, we will not write the programs. Okay, we will write only queries. In SQL, we will write the queries, but in PLSQL, we will write the programs using SQL queries. That is the difference between both PLSQL and SQL. We can write the programs using SQL queries. Okay. After completion of class, before completion of this class, I will explain once again about all these. Okay, in a brief way. Next, here we have mentioned that it is a programming or procedural language, right? So, what is procedural language? First of all, what is programming or procedural language? Let's see what it is. What is procedural language? uh, it is the if any computer language which supports control structures and iteration control structures, that type of language is called as procedural language. If any computer language that supports control structures and iteration control structures, that type of language is called as a procedural language. If it's not support these control structures, then it's comes under non-procedural. If it supports control structures, then it comes under in procedural language. Okay, so I'm going to write the definition for this by changing some small. If any computer language is supporting, here we have to remove not, is supporting control structures and iteration control structures, that type of language is called as a procedural language. Examples of control structures and iteration controls are these. Okay, control structures means these conditions, if else conditions, and iteration control structures means we are going to in the name itself it is telling that we are going to repeat that same kind of conditions and structures. Okay, we are going to repeat same kind of iterations and structures, then that is called as an procedural language. Procedural language. Okay, uh, this is the brief idea, some small introduction about SQL and PLSQL. So before closing the session, let's have an overview of what we have discussed in the today's class. So first of all, we have discussed about SQL. SQL is a structured query language. It is also called as a non-procedural language. Non-procedural means which doesn't support control structures. Okay, and the queries we can write in SQL is select update insert. Okay, and then we have discussed about PLSQL, programming or procedural language. So in procedural language, uh, in procedural language, what is procedural language? Procedural language is nothing but which supports control structures and iteration control structures. That type of language is called as a procedural language, and the examples of these control structures are if else, if then else, like that. Okay, and yeah, uh, if you like the our content, please comment below, and if you have any doubts regarding this session, um, then please leave a comment on the comment section. I will try to sort it out as soon as possible. And if you like our content, hit the like button, and if you want latest updates from our channel and our institute, then please do subscribe. And if you want to help others who are struggling to start their career in IT, you can share this video to in your social media networks. It will directly or indirectly helpful for the people who are struggling to start their career in IT. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thanks for watching.